welcome back to the Sneaky Leak podcast. I am still here, guys. I know. Last episode was my first episode back in months.
Yeah.
It feels good to be back. And today we have a very, very respected and special guest, Mr. Trinidad James.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? What's up? What's up?
Rapper, actor, designer.
All the things.
Do some things.
Podcaster. I mean, was it like really a podcast that they had? Or was
I
it
mean,
like
I would consider that
yeah.
I mean, it's like a
bit of
show podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, was it ever just audio? Full size one?
No.
Okay.
Always
Yeah,
been just-
It was more of
that's
a
what I'm like.
show
I love
thing,
it. That's what it felt more like. I do consider it podcast, but it felt always like a show because I
Yeah,
love to
no,
watch it.
Right.
So it was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing today?
We are good.
Yeah, we're good. We just got our day started.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We've been racing against time, but we're here.
What made you choose the shoes that y'all chose to wear today?
I like this.
Yeah, we can.
That's
You know what?
actually
You
go
can
first, Janelle.
Okay. Well, we're in October now. So I've decided to try to wear all my orange-ish shoes.
Okay.
And I went with the shatter backboard ones.
Let her say.
And because they're finally in my
Yeah,
size.
Even though she did not
look
like the
so
fact that
good.
they were
I still hate that they
brought them back.
they brought them back.
But they look so good.
They're in my size.
They do look
now.
good. They do.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Sobe, right?
Yeah, shout out to Jordan
Sobe.
Brand.
Shout out to Jordan Brand. Yeah.
What about you?
I pulled out the 21s because I haven't worn these in forever. And I seen somebody technically last week on Twitter talking about them and everything. And I was like, you know what? Let me pull mine out for an episode coming up. And this was the one.
I
Nice.
like the materials.
Nice.
They look really nice. So I no longer live in LA, as everyone knows, and I had to wear what matched and looked the best with this. But I also hadn't worn these Hirachis on here yet. You know, I love everything Clint does, like as far as like what he's done with Nike. So yeah, I thought it looked good with what I had on out of all the options I have downstairs. Not many. So here we are. What about you? What made you pull out the Yeezys?
I just wanted to flex.
Okay.
Nice. That's the perfect reason.
If that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, we didn't get the memo because
No, we
we
did
could have
it.
played this game too.
We did it.
But yeah, I like what we got going though.
No, we're good.
I like the variety we brought to the
Yeah.
couch.
1,000%.
No, we
1,000%.
did.
Hi, sir. How are you doing today? He fell off the couch last week.
Oh, nice.
On
He
mid-camera.
did.
Yeah.
Fritz, this is
This is Fritz,
He was
yeah.
pretty embarrassed. He got mad at us
You
because
okay?
he fell. So
Watch the one.
he's a little. He's
any more
sassy. This one's the
spillage.
sweet one. Yeah, there's Coco.
Yeah,
See,
see, that's the
you
sass.
see? Yeah, but don't worry, he's good.
all right.
Before we get fully started, as always, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Instagram, Sneaky Link Pod. On YouTube, make sure you guys go watch this episode. What? Sneaky Link
We're visual for a
Podcast.
reason.
Yeah. And on our audio platform, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, Sneaky Link Pod. Yeah.
Yeah. That was gangster.
Thank you. Should we get into what the
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
the
actually
rest
get
of
into what we're actually wearing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll kick it off with TJ.
Yeah, we want to know what you got on.
I'm wearing the pants are mine. I made these.
Nice.
So these are HOMMEWRK, my brand. You can check us out online, hommewrk.com. I got this jacket in Paris a couple years back, and it's kind of like my show jacket. I got a show tonight, so I'm just kind of like, we got rehearsal soon, so I kind of like to wear this jacket. The shirt is my band, our first merch pieces and stuff, so we're called The Shift.
Okay.
So just a band tee, dad socks,
Okay.
and then obviously easy ones. Shout out to, I'm going to have to look his name up. But the guy who did the sole over on my Yeezys, man, he went crazy.
Okay.
He went crazy.
Shout out to that person.
I camped for these like a long time ago. These are the original ones I camped for.
Oh, that's
wow.
nice.
You got the sole swapped, or he just like re-glued them?
Nah, we had to swap it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had to swap it. It's a shoe, like an Air Revolution, this black one that you can use.
Oh.
And we caught like one of the last ones on eBay.
Nice.
And then he got to work. This dude does really, really good work. Before the pod is done, I'm going to definitely shout him out because he's a He's special.
Oh my God, please, because I've been dying to find someone that re-glues. There's a bunch of 3s that I have that like are crumbled, they're gone, and I need them re-glued desperately.
He's out here too. He's dope. He's
love
dope.
That even more. Yes, please.
No, I lied. He's not out here. He's in California. He's not in LA.
He's in the States.
That's still, yes.
You know,
that's still better than nothing.
But he's trustworthy. I mean, I sent him my freaking Yeezy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I didn't know. I never even met him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's great work.
Good. Yeah, I love that. Cool. What do you have on, Hen?
Okay, I got on the Clint Harachi, Cortez, however you want to pronounce it. Just some little ruffle socks. I haven't worn these. They're cutesy.
Those are cute.
Thank you. Just some leggings, keeping it easy today. And, I got on my FC Palestine jersey. Free Gaza till it's backwards. You know what kind of pile we are, okay? So,
yes.
Yeah. Glasses are my boyfriend's again. I don't know, 34-inch bust down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Elaina?
She's here. She is here.
Just Jordan 21s. Simple I don't even know where these are from because they're definitely not Levi. I forgot what these are from. And a Dodger shirt. Hopefully by the time this episode airs next week, we're still in the playoffs.
Oh, yes.
Because it's wild card series right now.
Talk about it.
October baseball. It's so much fun. But yeah, since we're pre-recording, hopefully we're still in it.
Okay.
So yeah, I have the shutter backboards on. I think these pants are Levi's.
Yeah, they are.
Are they? Oh, sweet. Yeah, they are.
501s.
Nice. Look at me. My shirt is a Disney small shop called Rope Drop Threads, and it's the Mickey Pumpkins. Really cute. And then I have Mickey Pumpkin earrings on, which is crazy because when this episode comes out, I'm not even going to be here. I'll be in New York.
Oh,
for my first visit. And I'll be at New York Comic Con specifically, so say hi if you're there. And then just a bucket hat on because the hair is not done right now.
all good.
But by the time this episode comes out, it'll be in braids. So, hey.
What character are you going to be for Comic-Con?
I'm doing Rogue from X-Men.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do, the theme for New York Comic Con this year is Halloween. So I usually always do like a Raven from Teen Titans look at almost every con that I've gone to. So I'm going to do like a witchy Raven look too. Yeah.
What's up?
I'm excited. Pickups or catch up? Pickups?
I don't think I've picked up anything if it's been last week.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, the timing and the recording of this episode, I'm still no pickups, still crying about my CPFMs being stolen.
Yeah, hopefully somebody will.
Stolen, but the UPS man dropped them off in the back at the garage, and when I went out to get them, they weren't there. So either the UPS person took them or someone came by and stole them. But like, I've lived here for 3 years, and like, I've never had any like a package stolen, so I'm just like... But I'm really sad. I ended up hitting on those dunks online, and they got delivered and taken before I could even look at the box. Like, I don't know.
Damn, somebody happy as hell.
Yeah.
They better be.
I told you I want to crack the case. Look, one thing about me, I'm going to find out. I'm going to figure it out every time. And if you want me to stay a little bit longer, because I will figure it out. Like,
Detective Henny is here.
Period. Like, everybody know. Like, yeah.
She said, we're going to get to the bottom of
We're
this.
going to get to the bottom. You will pay.
Question your neighbors and shit.
No, it's not her neighbors. It's not her neighbors. I've already X'd them out the equation. It's definitely the UPS man.
I'm like dead. I seriously think it's UPS.
And he deliver on Saturday, so he not her regular UPS man.
Oh,
so I'm gonna wait till I get a hold of that manifest. It's over for you.
She's going to get the UPS manifest.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you picked up anything?
yeah.
Anything
Yeah, any new
exciting?
pickups?
I got these they have like a bunch of ornaments and like pearls on these dunks, these women dunks.
Really?
They're baby blue.
Yes. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, they got like crazy ornaments all on the side.
Are those what the are these similar to the Meta Girls?
They're similar.
Yeah, so
They're
it's
just
like
a
their
general
version.
release. They're
Yeah, we know.
We did. We talked about this.
It's kind of like the cottage core type of aesthetic.
Yeah.
I got a what else did I get? I got These Margiela cowboy boots.
Nice.
Crazy. Sneakers. What did I get that I love a lot? Oh yeah. My birthday just passed, so I got the Sambas. I got the brain dead Sambas. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we were just talking about them yesterday with the flames. What color did you get?
I got the blue so far.
We love the blue one. That's our
Yeah,
favorite.
those are really good.
Well, it
We
makes
just-
sense. You're a Dodger, like.
Yeah, no,
right?
that blue, it pops so good
It's
on
a good
that
blue.
shoe. Like when you look at the other colors, like they kind of blend in too well, but that blue pops on it. It's
Yeah,
so
they did
good.
3 laces. The laces are really good.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Oh, these ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
ducks.
Yeah.
We did talk about
Like
these.
cottage core.
Okay.
So they're just really glam and like very, they just felt like something that I would rock. Mm-hmm. So I got them. Shout out
just
to
got the ducks.
Manger in DC. I was in DC. I always like going shopping in there.
Manger.
They're
Okay.
dope. If y'all never been to that
I
shop,
haven't. We'll have to check it
it's
out.
one of the best streetwear shops in America.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure,
outs to
1000%.
Manger.
100%.
They are kind of. Is that a Presto?
Oh, what?
Oh, a V2.
Oh, the-
run, the other
Yeah.
silhouette.
Oh, they did a V2K run.
It's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
That
I didn't even know
That's
they
a
did the
lot
other
of
shoe. I
detail.
just
That's
thought they
crazy.
did
Multiple.
the.
Dunk.
The dunk, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I feel like it should have been on the Cortez too. They could have added a Cortez.
They
Cortez
could
was
have definitely.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
Cortez
they
was
did do
crazy.
this Cortez that had popped up. What was the brand? Give me 2 seconds. I had just seen it when I was scrolling down.
It's making my eyes hurt.
Does it?
Watching
I
it
can
on the
kind of
screen,
see because I knew
scrolling,
it was in the middle right here. This one was that Harajuku
Oh,
inspired
that's the one we were
one.
talking about.
That's a vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
was a
Oh,
box.
you're
It was
right.
nice.
I remember
Yeah.
you sent this to the chat. This has been a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been to Japanese wrestling?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't
so
done the.
It's a female thing. It's like it's all women's wrestling.
Really?
Oh, it's crazy.
I gotta check it out because I love
Super-
Japan.
They do it in LA. That's what
they
I'm
do
saying.
it in
Yeah,
LA.
that's what I'm saying it to you. Like it's
I
crazy.
Are
thought
they
this
like
was a
bigger girls? Are they little girls? Or like
Both.
really?
Both.
Okay.
It's crazy. But these shoes, the reason I brought it up is like these shoes match like the merch that they do. They got
Oh,
crazy
wow.
merch at the
Okay.
match. Crazy.
That would be actually fun to go to.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that
would.
sounds kind of
for
cool.
research purposes.
Yeah, research purposes. The box is really cute though. I love a good box.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I think
Something
that's
totally
really
different.
awesome.
Good colors.
Yes, yes.
Tongue, that material on the tongue is nuts.
Oh, that fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I like the beading on the swoosh.
Yeah, I
That's
think
actually
that
really cute.
detail is really cute.
Kind of bougie.
Yeah,
It's kinda
yeah.
I think
like-
it's
I
really
like.
cute.
The K-pop girlies are gonna
Oh,
go
they're
crazy
gonna
for
eat
these.
this.
Oh,
like
for
this is
sure.
like their like
Yeah,
lane.
yeah.
Like,
This honestly does. I think at first I was kind of like, oh, it's a little too busy for like me personally, but like re-looking at it, like it really does give Harajuku like
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
the like that little cutesy aesthetic, kawaii, very kawaii.
yeah, very
That's what it
kawaii.
reminds me of.
I hope by the time this comes out, we have a pair of J tips. I will say that.
oh yeah, hopefully
Oh,
they'll be here.
yeah.
by
This
now.
new one?
Yeah.
Which color?
I love the Virginia ones, the pink ones.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm going after.
Did they? I know they were releasing
They released last
week.
Yeah,
There was 3 of them, right?
Mhm, these
there's
3.
4
Oh,
actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that purple.
wait, because what's the one? Yeah, the one he had on when we
Was-
seen
yeah, the
him.
poison
Yep, that
ivy.
poison ivy. That's
I
right.
like the purple personally.
I like that poison ivy.
I also like that one in the back with like the red and the like volt. That's actually a
Yeah, those
big
are the poison
standout.
That's the one. Yeah.
he had those. Those are the ones he had on at Complex's Family Fest.
Family
Okay.
Fest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
The sugar maple's pretty solid.
Yeah, that
those
green is
Pops.
nice.
Just pops.
He always does good with color.
He does.
He does. He
And
will.
he's gotten better over time too. If you like really look at like
Yeah,
everything,
that's
like
true.
it's like when you go from like the first one to now, like it's like he's learned this balance of it. It's cool to see.
Damn, that's a 6.
What's your favorite out of everything he's made so far? For all 3 of you?
I think the ones he gifted us a few years ago when he first
When he
came on the
came
pod.
on.
Yeah.
Those
What were
ones are
those?
really
The grid?
cute.
Were they
The
grid
grids,
shadows?
Yeah. Those ones are really cute.
And they're comfortable too.
I still like that first one he did. I think that one.
I
with,
like the
the
feeling of the
zebra.
first one. I'll
Yeah.
say that because you never get that feeling again after your first release. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and granted, I know like other releases can bring like different feelings, but it's just something about that first one, and people really supported him.
Oh, for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's gotten so much love and support for like all of his shoes.
Yeah.
Well, except for when
If you
Complex
guys
started putting
podcast had to do a collab, what would the shoe be?
Oh my god,
I feel like we get this question
we do.
not often, but we get it
Like any brand or like Saucony or like?
Well, I mean, no, it's just kind of more of like in an ideal world.
Oh,
what
okay.
brand would y'all want to do it with, and then what shoe would you choose?
Probably either Nike or Jordan.
Yeah, I know Henny has said that she would want to be on the Nike side.
Yes, for
'cause
sure.
You can do more things. You say globally or just like in general, because they have so much to. Like,
yeah, I feel
pick
like
from.
with Nike, depending on like what kind of partnership you have, you have like the ability sometimes once like you've proven that you can like collaborate from like whatever they have like an agenda for, like that they're gonna bring in line later. I feel like they give you more of an option if it's possible at least to like get into other silhouettes and fuck with them. Kind of like, for instance, like when Supreme fucked with the bacon, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, just those silhouettes like that. Cause I'm like a retro girl all day. So I would want to go like into the vault and like bring out some shit like niggas wore in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
You would pick a new silhouette that hasn't, or not, maybe not new, but like an older silhouette.
And give it like a newer spin. Because I think that's like a part of storytelling, especially for like the kids who like don't know those stories. You can like reintroduce it to them and tell them like a story from like now, and also give them history at the same time, because they don't care about everything that used to happen. They want to know like be involved in what's happening now, but like it's a way you do it, if that makes sense.
You just got to make the shoe relevant to now for them to care in a sense.
If we did Jordan brand though, I'd definitely love a 3.
We love us a 3.
I mean, that's so easy to like, you know, like people want to like wear it, you know. So yeah.
It's your favorite J-Tip. This is why you're showing it.
Oh, yeah. That's why I pulled that up. I was like, I think this is one of my faves. This one. I had it up for a minute.
I was like, she must like this.
I got distracted from the other conversation.
Should we get into a little news?
A little bit of news. We'll do that before we get into a deeper conversation. Okay, first of all, what do we think about the Nike luggage? the Air Force One inspired luggage.
I haven't seen this.
It's kind of hard to see because I know the glare on the TV. But it's just like a simple black case.
This looks like something their employees use. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're going to give us something like, me personally, I like something a little bit louder. You know what I mean? If it's my luggage, especially because it's easy to get your luggage like kind of confused in airports and stuff. So like, give me something with some signature.
Like the bottom looks like an Air Force One. I think it'd be funny if they actually distributed these suitcases in like legit Air Force One colorways.
Oh shit.
That would be fun.
That would actually be better.
That would be better.
Cool.
Like,
cool.
Why not do that? If you're basing it off Air Force One, like do legit colorways. But I like black is cool.
I also feel like with this also gives like the Nike shipping packaging, the labels that they used to come in. Like it feels like what might be in your someone's luggage, and it might get stolen too.
Oh, you got trauma.
Actually, which is crazy. I don't, but like,
Sheesh.
everyone knows like when Nike used to have those the tape around their boxes, like people would start stealing them. This actually it feels the same.
Someone said, I'm gonna wait till they hit Ross.
Do they crease? That's funny.
That's funny. That's so funny.
Does it say the price?
No, I don't think so.
What would you want it to be?
The same price as an Air Force One.
Oh,
Ideally, yes.
we know who's not running the country.
If you want to base it off of that, let's keep it the same price then.
So they have a 22-inch and a 29-inch hard shell luggage. Okay.
Both same price. Doesn't matter.
One can be like the grade school price. The other one can be the men's price.
Or give us like a 2-for-1 price.
The set price. $150.
We ain't shit.
I'm dead.
They could have gave us some swoosh on the wheels or something. Like, come on now. Like, nah, bruh. Nah.
She zoomed in.
Forgive me.
It's a little swoosh. We can barely see it, but it's there.
Shout out to the Zoom. God damn, that's crazy.
That is so funny.
This is a regular.
That's pretty cute.
Oh, it says, thank you for flying Nike Air.
Which that's cute on the inside, sure. We could keep the inside the same, but I need something more on the outside. Do I get like a swoosh as like my little keychain
there should be like some type of like shoe compartment or something for like a pair of shoes within the suitcase that ties into or like fits in a pair of Air Force Ones or something situation.
That's probably what those two squares at the top was.
Yeah, like this little.
Well, that's probably definitely for you to put some shoes in where the strap is.
Yeah.
Because it's why is it split in the middle?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Nike Air.
Okay.
Hey, Nike, don't listen to Henny. You can send me a couple of things. She married. She rich, married, and happy. Them type of people, they don't want nothing. Send the black cases over, man. We'll load it up. It's all. We gonna pray on it because we don't want her trauma over there either. It's cool. Nike, send that hoe. Come on.
Oh my God. And let us collaborate on the next one. Everyone win-win.
It'll be pink or yellow.
Pink or yellow.
Pink and yellow. That'd be our colors.
Oh my God. Okay, how do we feel? Henny, what you said these are the...
Yeah, those are cute.
They're the poor man's
awaits. Because that's what everyone's going to say. You know, someone on the internet has already said it, probably. So that's what I think it is. But it's actually
these are
done
really
well.
cute.
It's
so
done well.
Jordan Brand's releasing a 5.
Yeah.
5.
25th anniversary.
35th.
35th, excuse me. What did I say, 23?
25th.
35th.
35th.
This is the 35th anniversary. Yeah.
It is. It's cute. It's pink.
For the silhouette.
It retails for $210. Drops this Saturday, October 11th. I think this is really cute.
I got to, yeah. I know I
Very true.
gotta get that in it in. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, the Rare 11s. We just talked about these last week with that pack of 11s. They are also releasing next week, October 20th, retailing at $235. This is just like Sneaker News put out what Jordan was releasing this past week. We briefly talked about these Pro Greens.
Yeah.
The quality on these actually looked really, really good. I don't think you can tell.
But are you going to buy those?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay, we're just gonna admire those.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Like,
makes you buy
good job.
the shoe though?
Oh.
These days.
I feel like it has to be something that I feel like I'm not either going to be able to like get again. I really, really have to like I'm just like, oh my God, I need these right now. Like even with the Meta Girls, like they like the Meta Girls that they just released through Saucony, like they ended up sending us to them afterwards. Thank you so much. But like the day they dropped on her site, I was like, I need these, I want these, regardless of like me trying to figure out if someone's gonna send them or not. Like I bought them instantly. I was like, I need them. I think it's just certain shoes where I'm like, oh my God, I need these. And as much as I like these, probably like pre-2020, I would have been all over it. But I haven't been wearing my ones as much. And I think I'm at a point where I'm like, I just don't want to buy shoes for them to sit because I feel like I have a lot of shoes sitting right now. Yeah. So I feel like I've personally been very selective with what I've been buying. Like I know you have.
I've been super selective. I've gotten rid of like a lot of stuff. I haven't told a lot of people that, but
She's telling it all right now.
So like, you know.
What's the eBay account?
Girl, they sitting at a stove.
Shit.
I can't. Anyways, so like y'all know when I first moved up there how many shoes we have combined, me and him. So I had like counted over like 400 and I was like, I'm not going to wear these. You know what I mean? And I really started to go through like the things that matter to me, like that I would want to keep forever. And then like, you know, what I can see myself really wearing and what I had like outgrown. Because since I had worked in retail for so long, and mind you, when I was working in retail, I was moving shoes left and right too. You know what I mean? But I would buy into so much shit because it was in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of us were like that at one point. Was like, oh my God, it's available. Someone's offering, I want to buy it. Like,
and like retail.
You feel me? And some of you good? Oh, I thought it was the wine glass. Girl. But the fact remains is like some of that shit I'm not wearing. It's taking up energy in my house and it could be giving energy to someone else who actually would enjoy it. So like I would much rather the shoe get worn, you know what I mean, instead of like just never getting worn, crumbling at a point or whatever. So it's like I just want shit up in there I'm actually gonna fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
Yeah. And plus my taste has changed. It always changes because what I wore, 10 years ago, like granted, there are our classics, like, like our 85s, our 94s and stuff that we're always going to put on our feet. But nah, like half of that shit, I'm not on no more. You know what I mean? But, and that's okay. We can evolve into different things.
There's going to be a sneakerhead going to be like, bitch is fake. She don't wear shoes. I told y'all she don't wear shoes.
Exactly. But I switch it up all the time, but it's, sneaker wise.
Yeah. I feel that. I think after like doing like my recent move, like and realizing how many shoes I had to and how many I was even able to take with me where I'm at right now, like I was like, maybe I don't need that many. Maybe I can get rid of some things, and especially because especially because like I'm grateful enough to be in a place where like I've been able to get a lot of shoes like seeded to me,
Same,
and now I feel like I have like an abundance of them, which you know I'm always grateful for. But I also love to give it back though too to anyone who doesn't have the same like privilege, you know. So I love to like give them out to any of my friends that are the same size as me too, just to let them enjoy it.
Bless us, mother. You know? Bless us, please.
I try, you know.
Didn't you say, are you like your mom? Do you wear the same size as your mom?
Unfortunately.
Me and my mom were the same size too. And she recently hit me up, and I had to like send her some stuff because she was like, you know, you're not wearing all that. You're not.
Every time I post a picture of new shoes, she's like, ooh, let me get those. Can I wear those?
I love it.
Oh my God.
That's what my best friends, anything like I don't end up wearing or like I get extras or this and that, like my best friend's my same size. So I'm like, here, I got a shoe.
And that's awesome. Like when you have friends like that. Yo, there was a point where me and Sean Kelly were the same size.
Oh, no.
So me and Sean Kelly would be, I remember Complex Con, we were like the same size. Like I think it was like 2017. And we're just walking around. He's walking around with like all my shoes on. They're like looking at this little kid like, where the fuck you get those?
You weren't even
like,
born
meanwhile,
yet.
they're mine. But like, yeah.
It's cute.
Crazy.
What is something that makes you want to buy a shoe? If like, do you ever see something like, oh, I need that still without it getting like sent to you or anything?
I mean, it's just a good colorway. I mean, obviously a great story.
Yeah.
You know, to me, if I know the designer, I've been blessed to kind of start like knowing these newer designers as new people been getting to do collabs and stuff. So it's like, oh shit, that's my boy. I'm gonna just support it. Like,
Yeah, for
I'm happy for
sure.
you. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know what that dollar means. Like, I've done 6 shoes with Saucony. So
Yeah.
it's like, I know what the actual sale of when you purchase somebody's shit, what it can do. Because, you know, when you start buying past hundreds in the shoes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not always spending your money on the right shoe.
Yeah.
You're buying what you can buy because
Yeah.
shoes are nothing to buy, right? It's pastime. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a thing, right? But for the most part, like if one of the homies that drops something or makes something, it's like I want to support that.
Yeah.
Like if you send it to me, you send it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to support it because I know what it takes to actually make successful shoes. For sure.
Yeah, I love that.
Speaking of, didn't like you come from like sneaker world? Like you actually used to manage a store, right? Like
I'm from the retail world for sure.
Yes,
I was a
yeah.
stylist before I did music, so
Uh-huh.
I sold sneakers. Like you know, like I camped out for all the first Yeezys and the Galaxies. You know, I did all that type of stuff. So that's back when shoes was now about to start to be the hype that you feel now.
Right.
It's a $1 trillion company. At the time, it was just $1 trillion hype, and it was like really cranking. Like, you know, the things that people did for Galaxy phone posits was crazy, you know?
It was.
So, and I was a part of that, you know,
Yeah.
like, and so from then till now, I would say that like, it's just, for me, I'm able to see what everybody's doing and kind of have a really good grasp on why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not too much that I don't like,
Yeah.
because it's not really easy to do a shoe.
Yeah.
Like nobody that's doing a shoe, it wasn't easy. I promise you.
Yeah.
They wanted to kill it. You might have hated it or might have been like, oh,
Yeah.
this is weak. Okay. If you saw the work that went into do it, and when you ladies get a chance to, do y'all's shoe, whenever you'll see.
Yeah.
It's a process where it makes you change the whole perspective of how you speak of somebody else's sneaker.
100%.
From head on, I promise you.
I like that. I mean, we've talked about it briefly because it's easy for us to sit on the couch and criticize as consumers.
100%.
It obviously happens, but like we do know, and the friends that we have had shoes, and like how limited you are sometimes, and even what you can pick and the silhouette. And
there's
the
already
colorway.
agendas
So,
at
like,
play.
Yeah, it's understandable that like you may have this great vision of something amazing, and like you can only execute like a small part of that in that shoe. But I really do like that you said that until you're in those shoes doing that, like you're really never
100%. I think it's made us a lot more empathetic to people who like have to like work, like whether you're like working at the brand solo, just like as someone at the brand, or someone like a collaborator like yourself, and you actually get to see the process. Sometimes you're like, well, we were talking shit and don't even like know the whole basics. But like, my boyfriend, he's a PLM, so like when I see him like having to like do things that like nobody wants to do, and they're just trying to get the best thing they can out of it, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, like you really have to like make lemonade out of lemons, you feel me?
Yeah.
So,
There's so many hands at work.
Yeah. So wait, you said you had, my Wi-Fi's been acting slow. You've had 6 shoes. 6 shoes with Saucony?
Yep.
What was the first one?
That red one you just passed?
This red one. Okay.
What year did this come out?
That was 2021.
Okay.
And what was the inspiration behind this
like
colorway and this red?
So I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, which is in the West Indies.
Okay.
One of our major flowers is the hibiscus flower.
Okay.
And from the hibiscus flower, you can make my favorite drink, which is called sorrel.
Okay.
And so these pay homage to that. Our brand is called HOMMEWRK. And so the idea behind this, we pick a muse, and that muse is something or someone you should do your homework on.
Okay, I like that.
So like behind each tongue of each shoe, there's like a hibiscus flower behind the red, and there's like a taxi behind the blue, and a steel pan behind the black.
Okay.
And if those things all tie back to my country where I was born.
Nice.
I like that.
And the
nice.
toe is transparent. This is 2021, by the way. So it's like at the time, Saucony never did a shoe like this ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just bringing that Invisible Woman feel to
Yeah.
Saucony.
Yeah.
To
So
like,
your sock can be visible and stuff.
Yes, you can see
okay.
it. Yeah, you can see it
Nice.
from-
Okay.
Okay.
I'm blind, so like
definitely
I can't see anything, but like I can see the colors and stuff, which I like the colorway.
She had
But
glasses for a day.
yeah, they fell off the balcony.
All right.
Yeah, it's crazy life in Portland, man.
Crazy life.
Portland life is crazy. But anyways, I do like the fact that it has that clear toe box and
Yeah.
it's transparent some in places. That's cool.
I love those subtle details on
Yeah.
every shoe.
I like that. I like the fact that you said like you need to do your homework on your muse or whoever people. I think, especially we talk about the younger generation a lot, how they don't do their homework on stuff and want things easily accessible to them and without having to put in work.
Yeah. Different times.
What was the last one you just did? How long ago
Is
was
a
that
part
one?
of is a part of that pack. So that low top tan one you see, that's our 5th shoe.
Okay.
And that's Saucony's shoe called a Spot built from the 90s.
Okay.
Our muse for this is a famous coach. Lucia Harris is our main muse, which that's our high top shoe. And the reason why she's important, or you should do your homework on her, she was the Women's Olympics. The first time women ever played in the Olympics was 1976.
Oh, wow.
And the first basket ever scored by a woman in the Olympics was Lucia Harris. She also was the only woman to ever get drafted by the NBA.
Wow.
But she didn't go because she really dealt with mental health issues.
Oh.
And like just not, like this is back in the day, so women weren't getting any respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like work. That's having these kids.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
that was the thing. But she, she's very celebrated. Was an Olympian when she played. Her coach, we wanted to do a coach's shoe, so we dedicated it to her coach. And in the inside insole, it says "Give 'em hell." Every time the girls were down, the coach used to wear it like she was a fresh ass coach. She used to have his blazers, and inside the blazer was a button, a pin that said "Give 'em hell."
Nice.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that coach was like the winningest coach of. Well, one of the first winning, like the first woman to like ever win like 3 national championships back to back. That was Lucia's coach, and Lucia was on that team also. So, like once again, with our brand, we just love to tie it back to what we think that you should mess with.
Yeah.
The collection that went
there
with
it
it. Yeah, that's the Give From Hell I was talking about, and that's our hair camo that we put together. So those are all different hairstyles on the other one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because our brand campaign was Team Woman. Because it was our first basketball shoe.
Yeah.
Because the Spot build, they dropped around like 88, 89. Saucony wanted to compete with all the Nike and Reebok and all the killers they were coming with. And they actually, Spot build was originally the sneaker that referees wore.
Oh, okay.
And so then Saucony bought the sole from them because, like, it's a tons of uppers on shoes, but in reality, it's only a little bit of the sole.
Yeah.
The last is kind of like what makes it. That's why Nike always sue people because it's like, bro, that's not whatever you call it. That's the Air Force One. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing.
That, yeah.
And so I say that to say, when we were able to go into the vault, kind of like what you were saying with Nike, what you would want to do, or whoever you work with, go into the vault, and see what they had. They had to go into their vault with this one because if you don't use, if you don't use your shoe after a while, you lose the trademark.
Okay.
And so they put out some general release colors, but they gave 2 stores or 2, I guess, companies they work with a chance to collab on it. And we were one of them.
What was who was the other one?
Beams.
Beams, yeah.
Beams.
Yeah,
I love Beams.
Yeah. They did a high top one that maybe a low top. I know they did a high top one that was based off of the Jordan 1 actually, and the love for the Jordan 1 in Asia. How much they love it.
Yeah. When you are working on a shoe,
Margaret Wade. Jesus Christ. What's the coach's name?
Okay, that was the code.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Margaret Wade. Jesus. Sorry, Margaret.
Shout outs to Margaret.
Damn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Continue.
When you're thinking of or when you're working on your shoes and stuff, what gives you the inspiration to want to do your homework on certain things, like whatever that?
I'm already doing homework. Like when I was looking with Saucony, I was working on 3 shoes at the same time. One of them didn't make it, but 2 of them obviously came out. But at first, I didn't really have a great idea for the high top and the low top of the basketball shoe. Basketball means a lot to me. I played in school. I love the sport. And it's a big deal. Like that red shoe that we looked at first, that was a big deal because it's my first shoe.
Yeah.
Just like they say with music, you have your whole life to make your first album. You have your whole life to make your first shoe. It's so important. You can't fuck up on your first shoe.
Yeah.
You can't. Like you have no choice.
Yeah.
You have to crush it. If you consider yourself a sneaker person, when you do your own shoe, your first shoe, you can't fuck up.
Yeah.
Period.
Yes.
So that was like the first challenge that I had faced in a while when it came to that red shoe. This is in the pandemic that hit me too to do it. So I was already feeling a type of way towards music, but actually that sneaker kind of saved my life because spiritually, because I was so down on like how the universe treated musicians. Like we couldn't do anything. Like other people's hustles were like tripling and doubling, but our hustle was a little interesting, especially like if you're a performer. Like I make my money on stage, but if we can't get on the fucking stage,
What are you supposed to do? Yeah.
what are we doing, right?
That Benny performed on a bus in New York.
During
the
you remember
pandemic.
that? Yeah.
He took a concert outside and performed in the streets
He
on
did a
top
gas
of a bus.
station.
Yeah.
In LA. Yeah, that shit was lit.
Crazy.
Anywho's, I said that to say that was the first challenge on the red shoe. And then basketball, because it means something personally to me, that was another challenge. I'm not going to fuck up on my basketball shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, what made the biggest difference was I had to get out of Boston. We actually went to Boston to do these at Saucony. The first 4 was in the pandemic, so I definitely did Boston.
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
But it maybe for the first time in life, it was the first time I was ever overwhelmed. They had every material you could think of. Every book, like there's a room that was just full of everything.
Yeah.
And my creative director at the time, it was a heaven for her. It's kind of a hell for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more of a closer. I'm that type of leader. It's like, I want to put you in a position for the people that love to do these particular jobs so that you could do your job. And then when you're done and you don't know what to do, okay, give it to me because I know what to do with the finished product. Or, if you need to get it to closing aspects, no matter what the feel is, I can close you. But I don't want to do the start work with you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
But you had to.
But I had to, and so that I felt it for the first time. Like on the first 4, when we did that, she was in LA in the pandemic. I was in Miami in the pandemic. So it was kind of like she would sketch, and I would be like, no, yes, boom, oh, this, do that, boom, all right, and we killed it. Sold out our shoes, This time around, we're not in the pandemic. We go to Boston to do it in the place. And it was like, why did I sign up for this? What the fuck? Hold up. Not too much.
Too much.
Like, whoa, hold on. Like, what am I doing? And, I had to get out of there, basically. bring what we had. I had an idea. It was dedicated to a basketball player from back in the day. But if I did that, it just didn't feel right to me. That felt like sneakers is dominated by men, right?
We know.
Right, I think you know that, right? And as men, for the most part, we don't give a fuck that you feel the type of way about that.
At all.
Right? Like, we could act like it, you could, whatever, somebody could get on their podcast and be like, women's sneakers for the month.
Like, boo,
we don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
and I think y'all know that by now.
Yes,
Right? So all
yes.
that, wolf and sheep clothing shit, you see right through it. I think that, I only say that to say that when it came to that shoe that I designed originally at Saucony in Boston, that was me playing that same narrative of like, I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But that actually wouldn't have been true at the time because on the music side of things, I had started my own creative agency called 567 Agency. The 5 stands for change, the 6 stands for love, and the 7 stands for completion. The idea behind our brand is everybody has step 1. And they would love to go to 10. But most creatives, most entrepreneurs, especially nowadays, they don't want to go through the process, which is the 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Because of the type of journey that I've had in life, I fucking love the process. I have no choice but to if I want to scale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just be successful, but actually scale with success, right? And so we teach it, and I actually mostly work with the women in rap and R&B. Behind the scenes, we do stage design, hair, makeup, nails, just accountability coaching. Obviously writing music, video direction, all these things, right? Creative direction. And when I looked at it at the time when I was working on the high top shooter basketball ones, I realized that, what am I doing? Like, why did I make this shoe about him? I understand why I did it. Right? Because naturally, as men, we're going to get the Michael Jordan rookie card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care about Swin Cash.
Right.
We don't care about Lisa Leslie. Like,
Right.
that's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And then that niche guy, he's the one that has the Lisa Leslie in his collection or whatever. But niche compared to trillions of men that don't give a fuck, as a woman, you know how it feels. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Way more than I do. And so when we got back to my studio house here in the Valley, me and my creative director, we was just cooking at the table. Didn't necessarily have it at first. And then something in my mind just made me think of like, I'm actually working with women. And that's who I work well with. Let me do it for women's basketball because they get no love.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got nothing but love for them ever since like, when I was living in Atlanta, I got cool with some of the players on the Atlanta Dream. And because I play ball, they let me come practice with them.
Oh, nice.
Or whatever. So I was like, oh, shit. Busting ass. Like, oh, shit, that shit's serious. Right? You put some respect on that shit.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
And I think y'all understand that.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have had to make people put respect on y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, each follower count type shit.
Oh, it does.
Right? And so I say all that to say that as soon as I said that, even for my creative director, because I can tell when I'm stressing a person out, you know, and that only comes when I'm not being the person that they know I need to be, which is this is what we're doing and do it. If I'm like, it's the worst time to be around me because that's not who I am. That's because I've been put in a position to have to be that person because we have to get this job done. But in reality, I am a closer. I know that that's my superpower.
Yeah.
So I really only want to fucking close.
Right.
You know, so, but if I have to open this store too, then you're going to deal with what comes with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's sweet person, dealt with it. But I saw the relief of like, oh, let's do women's. And so, boom, you take it back to your question of like, how do you do your homework? And it's like, well, shit, I just started looking of like, damn, in women's basketball, what do I like? When did it start? Let's start it. I go into the dummy stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could go around here and ask all the men in this apartment. They don't know when women's basketball started.
Yeah, fact.
I promise you that. We could bet all the money in the world on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just went to, let me do all the dummy stuff first. You know, man math. Or whatever, then let's do girl math. And then with those type of things, as far as like that allows me to come with my bullet points of like, it has to do this. The material's got to do that. I have a triple C formula for designing. And I say it all the time, so I'm not, people gatekeep shit. I'm not gatekeeping anything. But, comfort, colorway, cost.
Perfect.
And to me, that equals the biggest C, which is community. Because that's what our brand is for.
100%.
So it's important for, like, if nothing that we've dropped, anything that I'm attached to, that this brand is attached to, gets outside of that. It's always going to be a colorway that touches in for your confidence. When you want to wear orange, like an orange sneaker can be abrasive, or it can't be. It could be a classic. You know what I'm saying? If you think of all the Jordans from 1 to 12 and what colorways they use, and then this one has heat. Like, why did the orange one pop? Because colors speak to our frequency. And so making that decision to switch over to do women's, it kind of like allowed us to let the homework just flow. And then we found Lucia, we found Margaret. We got you, Margaret. Shout out to Delta State University. That's what school that Margaret coached at. Lucia played at. And we killed it, man. Complex Con, Vegas, the first one last year. That's where we originally debuted. People supported us, and I really appreciate the people that support us, because I've earned the name and respect that I have. So whatever respect that I have, I've earned it, right? So I don't play the hype game, because I've earned enough respect to feel validated by the respect that I have. I feel like you have to play hype when you don't feel validated by the respect that you have.
100%.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Or, some people really only get off when their ego is fed consistently, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, and I don't care. Like,
space.
what I'm
In
saying?
this space, 100%.
Yeah, it's like whatever you need, bro or sis, or whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, But for me, I really believed in, because this is our 5th year doing the brand, I really believe that you can make a brand that's for community, that can be affordable but not cheap, that can be meaningful but not, I'm not lecturing anybody's children or any adults. It's like, if you don't want to know any of this stuff, cool. All right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we sold out, everybody wasn't asking me, what's the homework? You know what I'm saying? It was like, I need these red hype shoes because you dropped a red shoe in November,
Yeah. I do too. I think like one of the things you spoke, like you said it too, is like affordability in a lot of the shoes, because I mean, just within the last 5 years alone, with everything that has gone on in the world, the prices of everything is just like extremely skyrocketed. And it's hard.
Inflation is crazy.
Retail.
Yeah, exactly. Retail. Like, we're not even talking resale anymore. Like, the retail prices on certain shoes and people's favorite shoes are up and honestly unaffordable for some people. I mean, when we look at the 17s that just dropped, and like the $300, $250 price mark, and like a lot of shoes that are starting to retail within that space, it's really hard. So it's nice to hear that, like, not only are you considering comfort and color, but cost as well is like a really big deal. Because I know a lot of companies do try to be like cost effective, but at the same time, like, it's not realistic. And
Also,
especially for people with families, like
accessibility. That makes that, because like we need this shit to be accessible for people to buy it. Because like some people get hyped up on, let's say, the Jordan 5 Awake, the pink one, and you got all these people so pressed not to be able to get it or whatever, 7,000 pairs apparently, and then you have other shoes that are out there that can be bought that actually look good, whatever, because you're chasing something that, someone else is doing, versus like, do you actually like it? Do you actually want to wear it? So I think it's really important that things are accessible. So that's really dope that like the things that you're putting out there, people can actually get their hands on too. But here's the thing, we have to pay attention to this shit, because a lot of people have lost their way with like how you buy sneakers sometimes, because everyone doesn't have local doors like in their cities to just walk in. So that's why it's important to promote like, the online traffic, so you can just get it, shipped to you or whatever. But sometimes with accessibility, you don't get that. So, it's so important.
Especially with a lot of doors closing lately.
Dude, so many doors, because that's another story though. We're here to talk about T-Jack.
Yes.
But speaking of doors opening, though, you mentioned that you're about to have a brick and mortar soon, right?
So actually, I just had a brick and mortar for 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we just finished it up. It was really cool. Where I used to work at before I did music, I was able to acquire that building again. And we opened it up in Atlanta, Georgia, right on top of the underground. If you ever go to Atlanta, The underground is like in the heart of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we built a crazy community there, man. You said something just a second ago of people chasing a particular thing when it comes to buying and chasing hype. And we are the brand. When I think of my brand, it's like when you realize that you don't need to keep chasing everything that's hype, and you have reflecting on yourself, then you can actually look at the woman in the mirror and be like, oh, I actually don't like Skims.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it won't make you feel, you're not a bad person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you do, then girl, skim on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit.
Actually choose what you like. Like,
Choose what
there's
you
so
like.
many people out here who don't want to choose like for themselves. They want to be told. And it's like, I get it. We all come from somewhere where we like taught, like we learn from somewhere, or like, you feel me? Like we have our OGs and shit, but at the same time, it's like, you come to a place where like, don't you want to pick yourself? Don't you want to think for yourself? Don't you want to like do it yourself versus like just chasing whatever? Like,
Don't you want to pick yourself? That's crazy. That's crazy.
But you get it. Like,
it's true,
but we talk
though.
about this all the time.
Yeah, I think it's just the disconnect between just the generations and, I mean, technology and like you just said, you know, more people, the accessibility and the lack of, and people have to do everything online. And unfortunately, everything online that is fed to us is copy and paste from the next thing down to the other. And it's really hard to find like niche things and stores and brands and yeah.
Shout out to Benchmark in Portland. You said you're in Portland?
I'm in Portland.
Yeah, so shout out to Benchmark in Portland. They came out to my store and, you know, supported, shopped, and, you know, actually we're doing business now.
Nice.
So, you know, it is a community of stores. Like, that was really cool. Like, my next venture is going to be even cooler when it comes to, like, the store world. I just acquired a building with my dad, and we're going to turn it into something really cool. I'm going to speak more on it, like, when we actually get to going. But we got the building, so right? No, for sure. But like the next store is gonna be dope. I definitely send y'all an invite. And it's cool because like for now, it's like now I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm finished up with Saucony. And so like now I'm focused on doing my own shoe.
Okay, I was just about to ask if you were going to continue anymore with Saucony, but okay.
Yeah, it's like, you know, and so shout out to Saucony, shout out to Jason, you know, shout out to, you know, right? Like Jason is, he's Dr. Dre out there for sure with the shoes and stuff, you know. But it's just bet on self, you know. What you said, pick yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Choose you.
Choose you, king. That's where we at with it now, man. Our own shoe, the H1, you know, and obviously it's gonna be comfortable.
Yeah,
That's what
Obviously the colorway is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, and then the cost gonna be, you know, and
the community gonna eat it up.
It's gonna eat it up,
You know?
So definitely. But it's even more work. You know, that's the thing. I know that something is going to be good when I feel challenged.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was a challenge when I did the red shoe. Oh, I thought it was a challenge when I did the first basketball shoe. Now I realize it was even a bigger challenge when you're doing your own shoe.
Yeah.
You're not manipulating somebody's silhouette.
Yeah, I think
You know
that's
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
biggest challenge is seeing a lot of newer silhouettes come from literally nothing. And when they hit, it's like, it's, oh
Crazy.
my God, like somebody did it. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like John Geiger's doing it right now.
Yeah, John
Yeah, he
Geiger.
is
My
trying.
boy,
He's
JG.
Yeah, and he's been consistent too.
He's been very consistent.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
we just talked about the thing he did with a kid and the teacher, the AD Sneaks, that they just
Oh,
they did
yeah.
a competition for the kids to design the shoe,
Yeah.
and I
Fire.
can't wait to see that come out. I think that's
me
going to be
too.
really awesome.
Yeah. Shout outs to him.
Shit.
But yeah, so that's our focus now. And you know, just we're kind of paying attention as far as it's not many shoes to buy.
Yeah.
Like that. If you have more than 500 pairs of shoes, it's not shoes to buy, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but still shout out to everybody that's creating and
Man.
designing. You
Yeah.
know, shout out to look at where Saucony is now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Look where Hoka is now.
Yeah.
Hoka.
Look where, you know what
What
I'm
up,
saying? Look
Hoka?
where all these brands that, you know, OC, Enclave, these new people on the block, you know, look what Asics means even now.
Yeah.
New Balance where they're at now.
Yeah.
You know, what level that that JG's at Joe Fresh Goods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what he's done with his life.
Yeah.
As a man, as a father, as a creator, as a Chicagoan. You know, I think it's just dope, man. Like just seeing all of us, you know, me being able to design shoes. Like I did 6 shoes already. Like what the hell? You know, it's like you get into it and then you're like, oh damn, I just designed 6 shoes and like sold sneakers to people. And if you are consistently doing the right thing, you always feel that you want to scale. So that means you add a new challenge to your life. Or the challenge unlocks itself. And you decide if you want to walk into that door. You know, it's always a choice at the end of the day if you want to wake up or not.
Well, I wanted to clap for that.
Damn it.
I didn't hold.
She said that didn't help. Are you okay over there?
You know, fuck you.
Box of tissue. I got this little box of tissue over there.
You need some?
He said you need these little tissues.
Little box, y'all. She got a little box. All right.
To blow my nose.
Whoever got tissue company.
I've been sick.
Sometimes we got to get a little tissue moment on here. Somebody sponsor these ladies, man. Kleenex, do your job. Do your job. We cry. It's all right.
We're about to come into the winter. We might be catching a cold.
A winter cry, baby. A winter cry. A good winter cry, all right?
Did you want to get the hookah?
Yes, let me go ahead and get before we
before we start, we don't want to keep you here too long, but honestly, really have enjoyed the conversation.
Yes, this was great. So our good friends at Hoka and Shoe Palace wanted to give you some Hokas yourself.
Yes.
I just want to thank you for coming to our
Yeah. Thanks for coming to the event.
Size 11s and the speed goats and every colorway that they
And I believe, is the Mafate one in there, or is it just the Speed Goat too? Because I think, are they all Speed Goats? Oh, okay.
They're all Speed Goats.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cute.
I think this is the pair that we were wearing.
Yeah. We had mentioned last week when we had our event at Shoe Palace with Hoka that Trinidad James got to pop in with DJ Monday. And Hoka wanted to send over some shoes.
Yeah.
I will genuinely say those shoes are so comfortable.
They are very comfortable. What? Yeah, this is my favorite color.
Hoka.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm happy
Shout
I
out
saw
to
this.
Amir.
Shout out
Amir. So that's our homie, and he was so excited that you came to the event. He's doing global marketing over there. So.
Okay. Hoka, what's good, man? Let me design a shoe, man.
Right, we got to get you and Amir connected.
Yes. Amir.
It was really quite a surprise that you popped up too. I was like, what? This is so random.
Well,
It's so cool.
I know the DJ she had mentioned. She was like, I got a surprise. And I'm like, I wonder.
Shout out to DJ
I do
Monday.
remember that. Yeah.
That's
and then
so
when
funny.
Shout out to DJ Monday, man. She's amazing.
No, she was
Yeah.
her mashups are crazy.
Great energy.
Yeah.
She's
Good job.
insane.
Yeah.
She's
Loved
insane.
it.
Whoa, girl.
The vibes were really great. We appreciate.
I'm glad she was available because we
Yeah.
got her short notice
Yeah.
and it all
For sure.
worked
Good
out.
shit.
So
I'm glad.
Come on.
Before we fully
Fritz said, I got to
get
stretch it
here,
out, baby.
He really did.
every time, just booty to the camera.
Yeah.
Like,
Every
y'all going to
single
get this
time.
pamper today,
Oh my god.
baby.
Fritz, do you want to come up here?
Come on, Bubba.
Yeah, come on.
I really also would love to quickly talk about your time on Full Size.
Yeah,
Road.
we
As
would
we
love
Okay.
to talk about
had
this.
just mentioned, like we all definitely loved the show and stuff.
Bro.
Thank you.
The trio you guys have and the banter was, I mean, the editing on top of that, love it.
Thank you.
Oh my god,
Best thing that was on that network, in my opinion.
Hey.
It started on Soul Collector though.
Right,
Yeah, it was on
right,
Soul
right.
Collector
Yes.
first, yeah.
Did Soul Collector acquire, or did Complex acquire
acquired?
Soul Collector?
Yeah,
or
I
just specifically
imagine.
your guys' show.
I imagine they acquired Soul Collector, and that's how we ended
Yeah.
up.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But, I mean, Complex is such a nostalgic meaning.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
I think that, the bigger you get, it's the saying from this Batman movie of like, you didn't die a hero, live long enough to see yourself turn to the villain,
Dark Knight.
and that's what success does, with Complex, it's always shout out to them, man. They
Yes.
always had a pulse on culture.
Absolutely.
100%,
As much as it's like
100%,
we get sick of a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I get sick of some of the stuff they tell us. Like,
Tell them how you feel.
But at the same
We're going to
time,
put the respect on Complex.
Fritz said, I'm going to step away from her. Not on the rant, bitch. Not on the rant. Well, I ain't ranting with you. I want to
But I
get free
will
dog
say,
treats. You ain't
at
going to
the
fuck
end
up
of
my
the
plug.
day, we will always reference Complex for Sneaker of the Year
Everything,
list.
yeah.
There's so many. We will go to Complex for news and
right.
so it, like you said,
Facts.
it doesn't matter. Like they're always gonna be at this top tier of who they are. For
Yeah,
a reason.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
We didn't like that there were no women on the panel last year, but that
Nobody fucks with women. I'm trying to tell you.
We clearly see.
crazy.
We see.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's like they have like a small pool of women that they pull
for sure.
from. You know?
Yeah.
If it ain't Vashti, Mother Mary,
or a Laylee.
you know what I'm saying?
Teresa.
They ain't gonna do it.
Tiana, like there's a very small group
Yeah.
of girls.
It's-
They had Kristen Nicole on there, but
Yeah.
you
You
know.
just got to open it up. You know, every woman's voice is important when it comes to sneakers
Right.
because it's not a lot of voices.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't put the weight, like you can't put the idea behind it is we don't have to hate on Elaine, Vashti, or Tiana.
Right.
This is more about you can expect them to be the narrative for all the
For
women in
everything,
the
always.
goddamn world.
Yeah.
That's great. They don't even want that responsibility.
They don't. They really don't.
What the fuck?
You,
And
they
because
really don't.
they're like so specific in their careers right now, like it's different because I feel like they're not as on the ground as like some other women might be though too. So I think sometimes it is hard to like look at the panel and you're like your access is different. Your privilege is different in this community too. So
You better tell them about that privilege.
yeah.
I can't wait till somebody send a diss record over here. Elaine May versus
No, never. We love it, Laylee.
That is hilarious.
But it is very true, and I've said it myself. Like I know my privilege is different in this,
Yeah,
in the sneaker community, in the sneaker industry, you know, than other people that are of the community, you know, too. So I get it, but I just think that a woman's voice in general needs to be heard.
100%.
You know,
100%.
a couple of them, if anything, because sometimes we're tired of the same people. On the panels.
You know?
I digress, though.
Shout out Nina Chanel. Just
Shout out.
Yes,
We're,
you said that
she's
she-
supposed
she's
to be coming on the pod.
Come on the
so,
pod.
you know, that time will come.
It
That will.
Well, then speaking of the panel and panelist and sneaker of the year, we'd love to hear your predictions on what might be on the list.
Oh, we're going to do the drip, the skip, and flip on that.
Are we gonna
So like, okay.
so we got the shoes to pull up.
We can. Let's pull them up. Let's
About
pull
so
them
we
up.
got to pull it up.
Let's pull up brick by brick first, and then we'll go from there.
Let's go.
Y'all, why don't y'all do this? Why don't y'all show me 5 shoes that y'all love so far, and then I'll tell you. Because it's so many that dropped so far.
The five.
Let's focus on what
okay.
y'all like.
Okay.
But do we like these? But these weren't on our list.
Yeah.
Have they already put a list up?
No,
it's
but we
coming up.
know what it's gonna be though. Like
Right.
it's very obvious.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that it's more important. Let's just focus on y'all's list then.
Well, because we all have individual lists, and we all feel different.
Y'all don't
that's
have like a
certain things.
podcast
No,
list?
we don't. We
Okay,
all
so-
have. We have such different tastes.
Last
Okay.
week we did talk about what we feel like would be on the list, what
Okay.
might be top 3, top 5, and stuff. And we know that the brick by bricks, are definitely going to be top 5.
Okay.
The Awakes top 5,
Right.
Undefeated's top 5. And I think that's kind of where it got a little
Undefeated's a
mixy.
top 5.
We think
Undefeated
they're
are.
gonna be on top
I
Oh
think they're gonna put them in top
God.
five.
They're
Who's
definitely-
controlling this list?
Maybe the Adidas Jellyfish might
Will be in top
5.
5. Yeah. Because they need that
What other ones
another
did we
brand in
kind of
there.
Say that might be top 5. The Unions.
Unions could possibly be in
But
top
I just
5.
The Unions?
Yes.
Oh, so Jordan just got it.
And that's what I mentioned. I was like,
What?
so top 5 is just basically Nikes and Jordans. I was like, what the hell? What else came out?
I mean, this is there, but you know how they are
But
with
we
the
know,
top.
but see, like we know how we're they're like, and we see it in the community. Like we know it's probably gonna be.
So what should be in the? That's why I asked, what's y'all's top 5?
Look,
Because
my
I don't
top
care
5
nothing
would
about
not
those.
be that. So
Yeah, no, my
like
top
my
five
top 5
definitely,
wouldn't be
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So.
What's
I
been your
mean,
favorite release this year? Each one of you.
My sneaker of the year was the Nigel low top ones. Still
So
don't
a
have my
Jordan.
hands
So
on
you're a
them.
Jordan person still.
I mean, I definitely am.
But this Jordan.
But this Jordan, like when he first announced it, I was like, I need all parts. I love them. I want them. So this was always going to be my sneaker of the year.
Okay.
Regardless.
Henny, what's yours?
Well, here's the thing. You got sneaker of the year and you got favorite sneaker of the year because
Okay.
in my opinion, like my personal sneaker of the year is going to be the Wake 5. And the only reason I'm going to say that is because they hit every notch they were supposed to hit when it comes to
You're talking
a
about the
rollout.
pink one, right?
Yeah, but when it comes to rollout, story, execution, all that.
That blow up slide was lit.
Yeah.
I was like, I need that for my birthday.
Yeah.
I want the giant 5 slide for my birthday party.
But I think my personal favorite like of the year that came out are probably the Pata Air Max 90s. Like I like the indigo colorway, so that's my personal favorite.
Okay. Nice.
But I love Pata and I love what they do. I love like everything about them. So like
You're a little biased.
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And then your sneaker of the year.
I don't know. That's
Oh my God! You have to know.
I know. I think for me right now, because I haven't been able to get it, and the access is this one. Is the El Yunque Bad Bunny Adidas. Like the way this was released, the way the story behind it, everything about it being at the residency, the lack of access to the shoe, like
But can
so
a shoe that
simple.
has lack of access be the sneaker of the year?
yes, because PJ put that damn shoe on his list last year that was friends and family.
Yeah,
What was it?
he had a rich nigga list for real.
He for sure did.
His was just a
We
rich
were like,
nigga
hey,
list.
these are not accessible. Like this shoe was like it was like it was only available at his concert.
Yeah.
And like it that's what I'm just like, I get it. That's what like there's lack of access, but like for me, like this is I think at least in my top 3. I don't know if it's my number 1.
A sneaker of the year has to be available
for everybody.
to at least the people that want to step outside.
That's true.
True.
I am going to put the Yu-Gi-Oh! Swooshes on
Those ones are good.
The
my
95s?
list. Yes, the
Okay.
95s.
Has it your sneaker of the year?
in my
number
top
1?
5. In my top 5.
Okay,
No,
but that's a good one for
Yeah,
top
yeah,
5.
'cause the
It's still
rollout
Nike, by the way. It's
It
still
is. I
Nike.
definitely know, but like it's just the rollout was insane, and it obviously touched on nostalgia.
So Nike's
sure.
back. That's what y'all saying, basically. Nike's back.
They had a very good year. But I will say
I got to put Action
Hey.
Bronson in my list too, though.
The New Balance?
Every Action Bronson New Balance I've ever seen has been good. I ain't seen a bad one yet.
Okay.
I ain't seen a bad one
And see, that's
yet.
how I feel about Nigel. He's my favorite
Yeah.
collaborator, so that's why I always love everything he does. I don't personally feel any way towards the Brick by Bricks
this
because
one.
Yeah,
I'm not from New
I don't
York.
care about the
I
Brick
don't
by Bricks at all.
understand.
It wouldn't even be in my top 10. But I understand it. It'll probably be number 1.
Yeah, no, I
but
agree.
it's not. I like that, but that's not my favorite.
Oh.
The one that's about to come out is really good.
I like
There's a pink one that's coming out, and I love that. And I think there's a red pair as well. But I love Action Bronson in
one?
general, though. Yeah, that one. I think I love them.
So what do you think might be on the list?
Well, what's going to be on the list is what y'all said is going to be on the list.
Yeah.
So that's first things.
Anything we missed?
I mean, Little Yachty shoe's gonna be in the top 5.
Oh, little like
I don't
Those
care
Air
about
Force
that.
Ones were fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Those Air
Yeah.
Force Ones were fun. Like those take you back to
They also weren't that
when Air
accessible
Force Ones
either,
were
though.
fun.
Yeah.
That shoe probably would make
I
shoe
feel
would
like
make
that's
my
gonna
top
be-
5.
yeah.
That shoe would
Yeah.
make my top
It was a
5.
good-
It
it was a
would.
good
That shoe would.
shoe.
That's a
Yeah.
Nike shoe. That would make my top
Yeah.
5. I saw some Vans from a person named Matthias.
Yes, those are nice.
Dumb.
Those are nice.
The pearls on them?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like-
Have you seen the
Vans
pink
go
pair
crazy.
too? The pink pair are
Like,
amazing.
what are we doing?
Oh my
You know what I'm
god,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Those are nice.
I like shoes for real.
Those are nice.
That's the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
The Vans. We talked about the Vans too.
We did talk about
The Vans. The other Vans, not these, but the other ones too.
Oh my
They got
God,
a
I can't
lace-up
think of
version
the
of
souvenir.
those.
The souvenir.
The souvenirs
Oh
and
yeah, the
those.
Chanel ones.
Yeah.
Those ones go
Yeah.
crazy.
those are gonna make the list for sure.
Those are gonna definitely make the list.
Everyone's been posting about this shoe, but like no one has said anything about the release date.
I don't know. I know he's been already
I'm
seeding
about
people
to
out,
Make my
but
own if he doesn't.
No, I seen somebody make his
Yeah.
own.
Swear to
DP,
God.
you know DP, the kid. He
yeah,
made his own.
DP made his own. Okay.
Well,
shit, I'm
I
about
seen
to
him.
do
We
do
just
it.
brought him up the other day. What's he been doing? He's still reselling shoes.
This is the pair he made.
If he ain't, you better start back because you just put a battery in his man. God damn.
See, they don't look bad. He did his own.
No, he did a good job.
Oh, I'm about to make my fucking own then. What?
He said it was very time consuming,
All of it is.
That's fine.
All of it is.
but yeah,
Because you did your CPF.
I did my CPFMs. Yeah.
that's right.
So
Okay. What? Anything else we have on the list that we can think of?
Not that just made me feel great.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is your personal then?
I like so far. I like damn. I don't know if I love anything this year. The Yachties were really cool. I've been really big on the Dion's, those turf.
Oh yeah.
Diamond turfs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like those, that's to me, like,
I love
been,
my
like,
turfs.
I saw a pair of samples. Obviously, those are not accessible. But if that color was to drop,
that lavender pair,
like, to me, that would be the best shoe. That would be the best shoe that came out this year. To me,
Jesus, those are
you know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. If you ask me.
Yeah, that lavender pair is amazing.
Oh, I said I got to shout my guy, Enrique Ruiz, A1 Restorations.
Oh, yeah.
He did my Yeezy ones. Boy, you are the truth.
Do we want to also shout out the nail tech? Can we see the nails?
I've been eyeballing the nails.
Okay, let's see.
Sachi, my girl Sachi. We having fun.
I like this one.
Is she out
Thank
here?
Matt
Or?
follows him.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, because you George.
I'm gonna send it.
Yeah.
Okay, George.
You know?
Dice.
Oh, follow.
Okay.
Yeah, having fun.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, a little planet.
How
For sure.
long?
Huh?
How long it take?
This is probably about 9 hours.
Really? Wow.
I've never sat for long.
I've
2
never
days.
sat, and I've sat long. Well, you do it in.
Yeah, but
in
those-
Yeah,
increments.
what's up? 4 and 5, or like 4 for like 8 hours, 8, 9 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
But not
So,
straight.
like-
I don't have that much time.
Okay.
got shit to do.
Okay. True.
But like we take our time because each one I'm like coming up with like a different thing for each one.
Okay.
So I didn't walk into it like with this one. I prepared her so she made these some scratch the night before, so that saves some time. But usually, like when I go, I use my nails as vacation or whatever, like a day vacation.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Okay.
leave me alone. Like I'm busy. What do you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my time and do this because when you really think about it, don't nobody really need you. They just bother you. If you make yourself needed, then they're gonna use you or whatever. But they don't need you. They can handle it.
Sure.
They can handle it.
Have you ever got like custom press-ons to do? Like if it's for a specific thing or something, have you ever like done that?
Nah, because these my real nails. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so you just get overlaid.
Yeah, so I just do the design on top of my real
I see.
nails. Except for my pinkies, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
How long do they normally last? Like, how often do you switch them out?
For me, I love new art, so
Yeah.
I'm always like every 10 days.
Okay.
I do a new hand or something like
Okay,
that.
nice.
And then, like if I'm in a new place, I'll get if somebody's dope. I find out your art is dope. Doing my homework, just doing too. I'm like, oh, do a hand right quick. Let me see what you're about.
Okay.
Or whatever, and like let them just do
Nice.
a hand. So this hand could be from somebody, and then this hand could be from somebody else.
I love that. Okay.
I
It's a new perspective.
Because I like to, because people will see my shit and get intimidated,
Really?
right? Like artists, like you know what I'm saying? Because
true.
yeah,
True.
like
True.
artists.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you
I
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to do? Like, you
Yeah.
expect me to take this off?
I think that's no. In my head, I was like taking that off.
Take
That's
that.
the first thing I thought.
The takedown is
The
like,
take.
oh, fuck you, man. Like, go to the man
But
nail
I don't
place.
see what the
Yeah.
problem is. Like, if I'm paying you, I'm here for the
Yeah,
time.
like,
What is the issue?
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you're
For
getting
sure.
paid.
Obviously, I'm not a rookie, so it's
Yeah.
like, let's get it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I really do my like research on nail techs before I go to them because I can already see like what they can do and what they can't do, and like if I can I'm
She
dead
pointed
ass.
with a middle finger.
Bruh.
You don't stand a chance, niggas.
But sometimes I'll go to people because I see their potential. I'll be like, look, you did this.
Oh, yeah.
I know you may not do this usually, but I know you could do like Carla. Like when I got to Carla was not doing shit like that. You know, she was really talented, you know what I mean? But what I saw on her page was like not my aesthetic, you know what I mean? But I was like, it's what we about to do. And
Carla, we changed
you
you.
feel me? And shit. Oh, shit. No, respectfully, Carla. But like she's one of those people that like if you tell her what to do, she can do anything.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
What she
she's
did on my nails was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a very good nail artist.
yes, like she'll draw it out on the iPad, whatever. And I've dealt with a few girls that can like see the vision, you know?
Yeah.
But then there's other people who are like, okay, how do you want it? And it's like, okay, girl, this. Like I feel like I'm doing the nails with you, basically.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I've been
But
having to like draw mine out.
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
iPad
So you
just
guys
to
are
get my idea.
You guys are like
Yeah.
nail art people. I'm just like I'm very just nail shape, one color girl. I'm like, as long as my shape
Yeah.
is on point, I one color, I'm good.
I need the things.
But like, yeah, the art, I'm like, oh my God, I can't stay here that long.
girl, I be trying to come up with anything. I had lights in my nails before, like just out here, just like
You did.
lighting up. When I did the J Balvin,
The J Balvin twos,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was really fire.
Oh,
Her
yeah,
nail tech
right.
put the little
Those twos were fire.
the
Yeah,
digital
weren't they?
thing in
Yeah.
underneath, and when she would tap her phone to her nail, it would start lighting up.
All my nails would just light up. It was crazy.
Let's go.
That was fire.
Or like when we did the Grinch, for instance, how she just took the damn fur. And she
Oh,
just
yeah.
I think I even saw those. Those are fire.
Dope.
I feel like we went viral the same weekend because you went viral because you braided yours.
Oh, those shoes.
Yeah, and then I went viral because I dressed up as the Grinch. Yeah, so literally we both went viral during the same time with the same shoe. It was funny as fuck.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Actually, because I have a story for you. Because I found this.
Let's wrap this up.
I found this.
Story time.
No, because I was like, oh man.
Wait, I'm gonna make you mirror to the TV.
Oh, how can I do it? How can I do it?
Ooh, hell yeah.
Because you're on the Wi-Fi here.
Okay.
Okay, so then it should.
Okay, cool.
There you go. So then it'll pull the video up
Okay.
here.
Yeah. All right. So me and you met before.
Oh,
Start the story.
ladies and gentlemen, she already said 2 times today she has a boyfriend.
Y'all, this is so
come on.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing, y'all.
Look at
Oh, shit.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. This is 2012, y'all. This is 13 years ago.
Shit.
God damn, that's my best friend right there with
Yeah.
the damn conductor hat on.
Like, we're just up here. He doesn't even know I'm up here singing the song with him. I basically want to take the mic, but look.
The fuck?
So afterwards, I gifted. This is when I had my brand. I gifted him a hat, and he fucking wore it, but he didn't wear it in front of me. Someone sent me this picture, like,
Oh, that was your hat.
and I had your name in on the side of it. I gifted him this hat during my brand.
That's fucking crazy.
Also, I gifted you this. I remember it was one of my crew necks I
shit.
did. And then hold on, when we met, he actually commented on my shoes. He said, "Nice wings."
Oh,
So this goes back
Full
far.
circle moment.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those shoes are Jeremy Scott's, right?
Yeah.
Fuck
So
yeah.
like, I've met him in the past.
That watch, I remember that watch. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, 2012, y'all.
That's crazy.
2012.
Okay, dang.
2012. Look at
You're gonna have to
my
send these-
lipstick was
you need
crazy.
To, no, that was the lipstick at the time, girl. Because I was wearing the same pink lips.
Yeah,
Don't feel
girl.
weird.
You know,
I had a
2012 was a
pink
different
lip.
time, y'all. It was a different time.
For sure. No,
yeah.
I mean, I'm happy that, first of all, that, you know, what you guys are doing, what girls are doing with your time. You know, I think that time is your highest currency.
Yeah.
You know, and consistency with this, you know, even when you're not here, whatever, you know, y'all keeping it going. And, you know, that's what makes greatness. That's where it comes from. So, you know, keep it up. Everybody's looking. Whether they're commenting or not, they're looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. And don't be scared to do whatever y'all want to do in this shit. You know, this space is what you make of it. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to pivot. Don't be scared of none of it at all. Make sure the main thing, though, is have fun. For sure. Keep it up.
Always have fun.
I was gonna ask if you had any advice for us.
That was the
That was
the
it.
advice.
That was good.
So
Yeah.
good.
Thank
you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Everything you've also given to the culture. You
Yeah,
know
like,
what I mean?
I
I gotta give
seriously.
flowers.
Literally,
Thank you.
I don't even think half of these younger kids would even know what the word hype beast is.
Yeah.
You
Like,
and I know
what?
you didn't coin the term, but you
Right.
put that word on the fucking map. So,
on the fucking
literally,
Thank you,
I
thank
think
you.
that like changed the trajectory of hype beast.
Of course. Yeah.
Also, thank you for being my favorite person on Full Size Run. Always.
Hey.
That we love.
They were just like,
Damn, they're calling
Brendan is about to get so mad at me. Brendan's about to be like, really?
Brendan calls himself
we
the
love
official
Brendan.
fourth member.
We love Brendan.
Right. No,
He's coming soon. He's coming
No,
soon.
man. The guys those are great guys.
You know,
love
something
him.
Welty.
Yeah, Welty, you cool too. We fuck with you, Welty.
Welty's a saved man. Y'all better stop playing with Jesus. Y'all better stop playing. Matthew Jesus.
Welty
Wait
might have
a
to
minute.
splash us with holy water before he walks in here.
No wine, baby. Only holy water. No wine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much again for coming on.
Yes.
For sure, definitely.
If you made it this far, make sure to again follow us on all of our social media platforms: Instagram, Sneaky Link Podcast, YouTube, Sneaky Link Pod, all of our Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I was on a roll, man.
Yeah.
Audio platforms, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And until next week.